And the only reason I got to you on the red carpet is because when I talked to Christina, I said, hey, I want to talk about the poster. And she looked at me and she goes, oh, that's not me. You got to talk to my designer. You know what I mean? And it was like one of those like, oh, it was amazing. And the other crazy thing that was about Sundance was when I was actually at the red carpet and all the different films, people were just like, you're looking for who to talk about what? We don't understand what you're asking for. Like, they're just not used to anybody caring about the designer, but I do. And Christina, she did Sally. Sally was produced and made by National Geographic in consultation with NASA. And I mean, we talked a little bit about this on the red carpet, but that process must have been magnificent. But I really kind of want to understand the relationship you have with your spouse, right? You're a designer, you're a leader, you're smart. She's a designer, she's a leader, she's smart. Being a creative person, it's very difficult to suppress your ego and to be in service. You not only have a woman in charge, which is what Diane von Fusserberg calls a woman in charge. I don't know if you know who she is, but she's a famous historic fashion designer.
The firm that I work for, Work AC, we designed her showroom in New York and her apartment.
The one that's there now?
Yeah, the big glass faceted thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so, I mean, like everything's like, it's all making sense. It's all coming together in a really crazy way. Wow. So she's a woman in charge. You're married to a woman in charge. But when you were working on Sally, which is, by the way, for those of you that don't know, it's the documentary of America's first astronaut that went to the moon. And it's a fascinating story. You have to watch it, Sally. It's incredible. Christina did a brilliant job on it. Everything is beautiful. Anyway, back to my woman in charge. So you're married to a woman in charge and you are also in charge. You're a designer. How in the world did that work out? How did you step back and just be in service? Because she's also your wife. I mean, working with your wife. I work with my husband and sometimes it's not easy.
Oh, how did you do it? It's definitely not easy. I mean, I think it's, I mean.
Did you guys fight? Did you guys have battles over like the font?
Of course.
Did you have battles over the colors and the design?
No, none of that. I mean, I think, no, we didn't fight. I think any working relationship is one where you have to set your ego aside. And I think we do a pretty good job of that. I think the difficulty with working with your partner is that like your personal life trickles into your professional life and vice versa. And it's like working with any friend. There's just going to be little wrinkles, but nothing that.
And you have a baby. Easy. You have a child. You have a child
and
too.
We have a baby. Yeah. But I would say the working relationship is really strong. And I think the greatest part about it is that there's just an existing shorthand for, in that shorthand can be even like a look that's given or a word that's said when somebody genuinely doesn't like something. And there's the ability to be totally candid. I think like the hardest types of people to work with are the people who say they like something when they actually don't like something. And then they let you think that you're on the right track. And then 2 weeks later, they reverse course. That's devastating. There's a simplicity in a working relationship when somebody can be honest from the jump. And I think when you're working with your partner, that is one of the great gifts that is given to you, is that like they are always going to be totally honest with you, even if it hurts your feelings a little bit. That is just part of it.